Hello students, today I am going to talk about the correlation methods. So correlation methods, we have four types of methods. First one is the scatter diagram methods, second one is the graphic method, third one here the Karl Pearson method, fourth one is the Spearman rank correlation methods. Now I will explain first one is the scatter diagram method. What is the meaning of scatter plot? So this scatter diagram method, it is effectively understand for the relationship between the two variables. We are going to show visually here. So that is called as a scatter diagram methods. Here these points we are going to identify the relationship between the two variables. These scatter diagram methods we have three types: positive scatter diagram, negative scatter diagram, third one is the no correlationship. I will show the image of the positive correlation scatter diagram. So see, this image talks about the positive correlation. So both the variables moving the same directions. So that relationship we showed as a in scatter diagram mode. Second one is the negative correlation. So here one variable is upward trend and second variable is negative trend. So here opposite direction we observe the between the two variables. So that is called as a negative correlation. Third one is the no correlation. See here between the two variables there is no association. So that is the reason this is no correlation. So second method is graphic method. Graphical method, here also instead of showing that scatter diagram and numerically, we are going to show the graph. So one variable we are going to show in x-axis, another variable we are going to show the y-axis. This is the general method which we are going to calculate the correlations. So if you observe the cricket scores, so one team already when the scored after 50 years, so second team also the movement we are going to show that. So two team score also we are going to show what directions they are moving. So that only best example for the graphic method. Now problematic part, we have two methods, that is the Karl Pearson method and Spearman rank correlation method. Now I will explain Karl Pearson. According to Karl Pearson, how to calculate the correlation, I will explain that. See, so according to Pearson correlation method, the correlation we are going to calculate two methods. First one is the direct method, second one is the shortcut method. Direct method, what we are going to do? Simply whatever the variables they will give. So x variable and y variable, with the help of the direct values, we are going to calculate the mean value for the both variables. So after calculation of mean value, we calculate the deviation. So after calculation of deviation, the product, we are going to multiply the deviation y variable and x variable. So that is the total of the product. So after calculation of these variables, we are going to apply the formula, then we are going to calculate the correlation. I will explain practically. With the help of this formula, we are going to calculate the Karl Pearson correlation direct method. So I will give the one example. I will give the one practical problem also. This is the problem. So based on this data, we are going to calculate the correlation according to Karl Pearson. So they given x variable and y variable. The price I taken as a x variable and demand I taken as a y variable. So here first we have to take variable vertical wise x. So x values I have to take, that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15. So as it is, whatever question they given, as it is I taken x values. So after that I am taking y variable also. So 20, 18, 18, 15, 12, 12 and 12, 10, 8, 5. So this is given in the question. So first we have to calculate mean value for the individual series. So x value whatever is there, that for x we have to calculate the mean value. For x, mean value is equal to sum of x by number of variables. So sum of x here 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus this all the total variables we are going to take. Total aggregate of the x variable divided by number of items. So that is here 90 by 10. 90 by 10. So mean value here 9. So first whatever the variable they given, so for that I calculated mean value. So after calculation of mean value, step 2 we have to calculate the deviation. So how to calculate the deviation? Whatever x value is there, we have to deduct that mean value, then you will get the deviation. So we can write like this: d is equal to x minus bar x. So this is the deviation. So x already we know that, bar x already we know that, that is 9. So 4 minus 9 minus 5, 5 minus 9 minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 3, 5, 6. So this is the deviation value. Similarly, we have to calculate y deviation also. So y deviation, before calculation of y deviation, we have to calculate mean value of y. So to calculation of y mean value, sigma y by n. So now total aggregate of these y variables we have to take. So that is 130. This all the aggregate of values 130. So 130 divided by 10 variables, that is bar x value, bar y value is equal to 13. So with the help of that value, we have to find out the d value. So d value is equal to y minus bar y. So here 13 already we know that. 20 minus 13, 17, 18 minus 13, 5, 5, 2, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 3 and 5 and 8. So this is the difference values. So now after calculation of deviation x, deviation y, you can multiply with the both the values. That is nothing but a product value. So is equal to, this is dxy dy. Here whatever is there, that deviation value minus 5 into 7 and minus 4 into 5. Like that individually we have to calculate the value for the dx into dy. See, it is nothing but a difference amount of x, difference amount of y, that is both the product we have to take here. So now I am calculating that dx is equal to dy. So that is 5 into 7, 35. 4 into 5, minus 20. Minus 3 into 5, 15. And minus 2 into 2, 4. Minus 1 into minus 1, plus 1. 0 into 1, 0. And 1 into 1, minus 1. And 3 into 3, minus 9. 5 into minus 5, 25. 6 into 8, 48. So this is the product value of x and y. So after calculation of that, d square and y square also we have to calculate. So that is 25, 16, 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 9, 25, 36. After that y square 49, 25, 25, 4, 1, 1, 1, 9, 25, 64. After calculation of deviation and deviation squares, y deviation and y deviation square, we have to multiply with the deviation with y deviation. You will get the product value of x and y. Then you have to substitute the formula. So to calculation of that formula, that is r is equal to formula is sigma xy divided by root sigma x square and sigma y square. So after calculation of these values, that values are we have to substitute in the formula. To calculation of Pearson correlation, we are going to use the formula, that is r is equal to sigma xy divided by at the root sigma x square into y square. So we are going to use the formula, then we can calculate the r value. Now I am substituting. Here first individually the values we have to write. Sigma xy is equal to this aggregate of this total. So this aggregate of this total we have to take. So sum of net of that all the values. That value is equal to, this value is equal to minus 156. And this sigma x square is equal to we have to calculate. Sigma y square also we have to calculate. So sigma x square is equal to, this is 156. Sigma x square is equal to, that is value of 126. Sigma y square is equal to, this is the total of that. This is the total sigma y square. That value is equal to 204. Just you can substitute that value. So r is equal to sigma xy, already we know that, minus 156 divided by at the root 126. X square is equal to 126 into 204. Just simple calculation we have to do here. So after that whatever values you get, that is the r value. Here that values are minus 156 divided by 25707. 25707.4, that is the root value. So again you have to cancel the root value, minus 156 divided by, after cancelling of that root value, whatever that after cancelling of root value, you got that score, that r value is equal to, so here minus 156 divided by root value of 25,704. After simplification of this entire value, you will get the minus 0.97. So it indicates that there is a pure negative correlation. So according to direct method Karl Pearson correlation, we are going to follow these steps. Here nothing is there. First whatever the data they given, you have to follow some steps. First you can take x variables and y variables. After that you have to calculate the mean value of x variable and y variable. After calculation of mean value, you can find out the deviation of x variable and y variable. After calculation of deviation, you can square the x value and y value. So after that, whatever the deviation value is there, x into y, you will get the sigma xy value. Just you can substitute the values in the formula, you will get the correlation. So correlation interpretation also very important. So whether it is positive or negative. If it is positive, there is a negative correlation. If it is negative, value is there, final value, there is a negative correlation. The value is positive, it is a positive correlation. So the range of the value also very important. If it is equal to 1, perfect positive correlation. If it is equal to 1, minus 1, it is negative correlation. When the R value is between the above 70% and below 1, that is positive high correlation. When the value R value is between the 0.3 to 0.7, moderate correlation. So when the value is 0 to 30, very low correlation. Based on sign, minus or plus, you have to decide whether it is positive or negative. So this is the Karl Pearson correlation. This is the one method. Now previously we calculated R value according to Karl Pearson. So that is direct method. Now we are going to calculate the indirect method correlation. So previously we used with the help of that mean value, we calculated R value. Now shortcut method, without using of mean value, we are going to calculate the correlation according to Karl Pearson. So this is the data, they given X variable and Y variable. For that both the variables we have to calculate the mean R value. So here previously already direct method already we completed, we calculated with the help of the mean value and we calculate the R value. Here no need to calculate any mean values. Directly we are going to calculate the R value. We have to follow the some steps. First one, you can take X value as it is. X value, that is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is the X value. And Y value, 25, 23, 20, 16, 12, again 12, 10, 8, 5, 4. So whatever the data series they given, as it is I wrote here. Now you have to take square values of the original data. Square value of the original data, how we are going to calculate? Simply whatever the data is there, you can square it the values. Here X square for example. So that is 10 into 10, 100, 81, okay, 64, 49, 36, 25, 16, 9, 4, 1. So this is the X square value. Similarly Y square values also we are going to calculate. That is Y square is equal to 25 into 25, that is 625. 23 into 23, 529. 400. 16 into 16, that is 256. 144, same 144, 100, 64, 25 and 16. So here only I calculated square values of X variable and Y variable. So after calculation of X squares and Y square, you can multiply that whatever original data is there, X into Y. X, Y. That is simply 10 into 25. These two follow, we are going to follow. X and Y. Original values only I am taking. Here product only I am taking. That is 10 into 25, 250. And 9 into 23, that is 207. Next, 8 into 20. 8 into 20, 160. And 7 into 16, that is 112. Next, 6 into 12, that is 72. Next one is 5 into 12, 60. 4 into 10, 40. 3 into 8, 24. And 2 into 5, 10. 1 into 4, that is 4 only. So this is the values. just sum of the all the values. X value how much, x square value how much, y value how much, y square value how much, and x into y value how much. So we have to total up that all the values. So here x is sigma x is equal to 55 and next sigma y is equal to, that is 135, and sigma x square, aggregate of that x square value, sigma x square is equal to 385. Next sigma y square is equal to, that is 2303. So xy is equal to 939. Sigma xy is equal to 939. So we have to calculate the weights of the entire variables. So after that, just you can substitute the values according to the formula. Now I am substituting the values, that is sigma xy is nothing but a 939. So 939 minus sigma x, sigma y. Sigma x is the 55 into sigma y is equal to 135 divided by at the root. N means n number of variables. Total we have 10 variables in each series. 10 into sigma x square is nothing but a sigma x square value 385, that is 10 into 385 minus sigma x square 55 square. So after that into, again for similarly y also 10 into sigma y square is equal to 2303 and minus 135 square. So we have to simplify this formula. So 939 minus 55 into 135, so that is 1965. So 10 into 939, that is 939, 9390 minus 55 into 135, so that is value of 7425 divided by just 10 into 385, that is 3850 minus 55 square is equal to 3025 at the root for y also. So 23,030 minus 135 square is equal to 18,225. 18,225. So next step also simplification we have to do. This difference value we have to find out, that is 9,390 minus 7,425, that is difference value is equal to 1965. So after this, first we have to calculate these difference values. After calculation, whatever the value you got, you have to find out the root value of that. After calculation of root value of both the variables, you have to multiply that. So that is value is equal to 1991, final value 1991. So this you can divide at 1965, you can divide it by the 1991. So that R value is equal to 0.987. So this is the procedure to calculate the correlation according to shortcut method without using the mean values. So these steps we have to follow. I will explain again. First, what we have to do when the data given, that data without using of mean value, first we have to calculate the square values of x variable and y variable. After the calculation of square values, you have to calculate multiplication with the x variable to y variable. You got the xy product. Then you can substitute that formula. The formula is n into sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y divided by at the root of n into sigma x square at the root minus sigma x square. Similarly, y series also we have to calculate. So just you can substitute the values, you will get the r value. So based on this final result of r value, whether it is positive or negative, whatever previously we did, same method we are going to follow. When the value r value is positive, there is a positive correlation. When the r value is negative, there is a negative correlation. Again, to interpret that r value, based on the degree of that r value, we have to check it. So if the r value is 1 or minus 1 or plus 1, it is high perfect correlation. If it is minus, negative correlation. If it is positive, positive. If it is plus, it is positive correlation. This now present situation, the r value is less than 1 but more than 0.70. It is positive high correlation. So this is the interpretation of this problem. So this is the two methods according to Karl Pearson. We calculated r value. First one is the direct method, second one is the shortcut method. So whatever method you can use, you will get the same value of r value. Thank you.